Logitech G, MSI, and ESEA.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the ESL Pro League Season 7 of the APAC region. Now down into our final series of the night for the ANZ region. Well, Chiefs already up 1-0. You can't ask for a more dominating start. It was the manner how they did it. 16-2 on their enemy's map pick. Legacy picked Mirage, and they only managed to scrounge up 2, Tim.
Legacy picked Mirage and Legacy lost Mirage. So now they've got to try and do something on Chiefs' map pick of Train, which they've played Chiefs on twice in recent months. I believe the results were a 16-7 and a 19-17, both going the way of Chiefs. So, hey, there's an overtime in there. That's closer than Mirage was, but Chiefs are looking very on point tonight. Their individual players are all firing. In particular, Flix was having a massive game on Mirage. Texter had some nice rounds. Tux was getting some flanks going with the help of Sterling. They won a big 2 versus 4, I think. Malta didn't have the best of times on the B-bomb site, but did great work on the rotate. So all of their members firing individually when needed. And for Legacy, there really wasn't an answer.
Yeah, unfortunately, no answers for Legacy, but they need to find them on Train, lest they lose their chance for qualifying for the APAC Finals. At the very least, if you're not playing inside this, you can qualify to come watch for the APAC Finals. So make sure you take a look at the link below because you get to meet some of your favorite casters, like Tim Dunning, for example. Yeah, so it's always gonna be a great time, not only meeting some personalities, but as well like the level of play, like Jordan and I were saying last night, the amount of teams that are coming in, and even if you're seeing someone like the Chiefs, for example, or maybe Tainted going forward, the Chinese as well as the SEA teams, it's just gonna be a massive domestic party in terms of the APAC region, and you're all invited as well. So
yeah, and something else to mention on that, Kev, do you know how much the tickets are?
yeah. I do.
Are you going to say it?
No, you can enlighten me on this. I'll let you have your moment, Tim.
Will you? Well, I was going to let you do the big reveal, but I'm pretty sure that it's freebie to come along. So you can come along, hang out. I think there'll be a barbecue on site, so it'll be all nice and Australian as we have teams from the whole APAC region here. So that'll be a lot of fun. It's free. You can come hang out. So why not? If you're free on those days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Do come and take a look at this. But for now, these teams won't be looking just yet at qualifying for the APAC Finals. There's still 2 more tonight's best of 3 still, where Chiefs are on the lead for 1-0. And then you've got tomorrow's best of 3 up against Tainted Minds as well before you manage to make your way into the covetous ESL Australia studios. So still a bit of a road just ahead. Chiefs a little bit closer, Legacy a little bit further. But Train is always one of the maps where Legacy can bring it back. They've played it before in the past, I'm fairly certain. As you've said, they played against the Chiefs before.
Yeah, they played it twice against Chiefs. I haven't looked at their full stats recently enough to recall, but it's a map that they might do better on. I don't know. Like, I think with the way that Chiefs are based on that last map, their aim is certainly there. And for Legacy, it was Soju hit like 2 1-digs. Blitz had a few nice rounds where a few clutches were close. He got some nice frags, winning a round or hoping to win a round for his team. But again, it's not on the level where 4 out of 5 or even 5 out of 5 players were fragging in important moments for the Chiefs. So I can't help but see this one as being quite Chiefs-sided, I think. But again, it all depends on how they go in the map.
Yeah, absolutely. It depends on how Legacy's CT hold goes. It depends on how well Chiefs can bring that form from Mirage into the T side of Train. If they're able to do so, and Legacy are unable to put up a resistance, then we could be in for a very quick 2-0 tonight. However, if Legacy are able to show some of the caliber of the players that they do have, especially on Blitz, especially on Yellow, especially on Lonsdale as well, because Lonsdale has definitely been picking up on the fragging department recently, then we could be in for a very tight map number 2, and we could be seeing Cobblestone as our map number 3. That's a potential.
We might. Lonsdale in particular, his pistols have been reasonably good. At least they were on Mirage. He was getting some good work done with those. So there's always a chance is the basic point we're getting at, however gloomy it may seem after a 16-2. But of course, Kev, the only way of finding out is by jumping into the map. The odds have ballooned out once again in a similar way to what we saw between Corvidae and Tainted Minds. But again, the odds don't tell the story. Still a chance for Legacy inside the server.
Always a chance, just a very minimal one, just the way how Chiefs have been playing. And Chiefs historically have been very, very good on Train, so it makes you worry for Legacy just a little bit more. Legacy, they're starting on the CT side, which is probably the consolidation fact on Train. But you're starting CT side against Chiefs on Train. That's never going to be comforting.
Yeah, Chiefs have always had a good T-side on this map when they've been playing it, so we'll see what they do here. They are going for a straight bust out onto the B-bomb side. Bomb already going down, and there's flankers coming through as well. Have a look at where Malta is lurking out in sandwich on the A side. He's going to backstab here. In the meantime, Sterling holding down the SL rotate while the teammates... The team's just hanging out in the bomb site and fighting, waiting for their teammates to come on through. It's Tux and Flix who are the only ones actually here, but there's so much trust in their teammates to hold off the flank, and now Malta's coming through on the backstab as well. This is well timed. The T just needs to delay here. Yellow will get himself another kill. Flix gets two actually. But now, got to be careful. The smoke's on the bomb. Flix has to go for it. Sterling indeed, actually. And Lonsdale's going to find both, so he does show up with the pistols in the end, getting the 2 frag. And a round that looked good for Chiefs will fall away from them.
This is why I don't like the Molotov strategy that I've been seeing a lot of these teams employ. And I think Chiefs, that was the exact same pistol round I saw from them a couple of nights ago on train. The reason why I don't like it is that you're depending on the Molotov coming out from that upper position, which is good. We've seen that a lot of the times, obviously, on a normal B-site take. But what's bad about it is the CT side, a lot of the time, will hold on to that smoke grenade because their plan is to defuse it. And they know that if a Molotov comes through, then it's an extra win. We saw exactly how that happened that time around. Now just another attempt to get in the bomb down. Smokes on the A bomb site. Soju, though, with the UMP alongside with Blitz. Some damage has been done, though.
As indeed, Blitz has gone down, and Text has actually found himself a FAMAS here. Malta's going to strafe out into an MP9, but hasn't fallen down just yet. Lonsdale will clean it up, though, and now Legacy will stabilize. Soju gets a few kills with that UMP, gets himself some money. And Chiefs fall down 0-2, so better start for Legacy, already getting as many rounds here as they did in the entire last map. Blitz, that's a really early AWP, but it's also an early gun round from the Chiefs with those bomb plants, so fair enough.
Yeah, if you want to start making an impact as Legacy, you need to make it now. You might as well step it up. And the reason why the other SMGs haven't been forced up is you can still rely on the SMGs doing a lot of work on this map. You can put them in SL, you can maybe attempt a B-site push, you can hold close, go 1 for 1, maybe 2 for 1. But early on, if you get the AWP, you can definitely dominate that T-connector lane, which is what you want as an AWPer.
Chiefs T-side now is slowing down. Taking the upper halls, waiting for these kills, but Sterling finds himself a headshot on stat through T-Con. Now Soju playing a dance of death with Texter, tags him down, forces him back. But it's still an advantage for the T's here. As Texter spams through to stop the UMP from pushing. Chiefs now can regroup, go wherever they would like, and in the meantime, Flix going to be going over to Ivy where there's no one waiting for him. Tux is out through A main. It all depends again on how quickly Flix gets moving here, how this flank works. Tux should have spotted the shadow here and will catch out Lonsdale. That's a big problem now for the CTs. Soju's caught reloading. Texture on 2 HP, but still alive. Flix is wrapped through. They know that the A-bomb side is completely empty. And Yellow and Blitz have to retake here if they can. Bomb not yet planted. Is coming in late. But still very difficult. Tux spams through a little bit. Keeps Blitz back. And Yellow's not even going for this. Blitz should really get out of here, and he will. He was just looking for an early pick. Isn't presented it, so he'll fall back to save.
Yeah, if Yellow is waiting for any T to potentially come hunting through the B bomb site to deny the AWP, as well as this now AK-47 being carried over to the next round. But that was just down to Sterling getting the opening pick from T-Connector. That's a very impactful kill because Legacy, you can see what Malta, a lot of people will be like, why is Malta walking up by himself and up at B? But that creates a lot of problems for Legacy because that forces them to anchor Blitz in the B bomb site. And you can see after you anchor Blitz in the B bomb site because they're scared there's going to be a B site hit, there is nothing you can do on the A bomb site because the AWP's been taken out. I really liked how Chiefs worked the map like that. It's going to secure them the first buy round. Legacy, with the saved weapons, they can go for this. Won't be the best buy, but you can definitely fight.
Indeed, they should go for this. They don't want to have their momentum halted this early on. They did win the pistol and the force buy, so got to get back into the Chiefs here. But
they're going to eco.
They are indeed exactly going to eco here. The players with a little bit more money, Stat and Lonsdale, will buy up into 5.7s, and that's just about it. So they're relying on the AWP and the saved AK to do work, if anything. Yellow is once again solo here on this B ramp, where he was last round. We'll see if he can do enough with this rifle.
What's good about the CTs this time around, they have a pistol stack, or they have a stack inside SL, but the problem is, obviously, when you only have a pistol and you don't have armor, is that if grenades do come your way, Just like how it did just then. And now AK-47's coming your way. It's going to be a little bit more scary. The flashbang being dropped. Texter going to drop in and find himself too. That's Tux actually finding the second. It's a pretty routine cleanup for Chiefs at the moment.
The AWP and the AK might end up saving again here.
The round's not won just yet because Blitz is in a perfect position to take out a lot of these people coming in right now. He's been blinded off, but if he finds one pick, that could balloon into more. He's spotting them, but he's now rotated out.
Yeah, they're going to go for the save in the end. And also they're concerned, I guess, about Tux going out into the B-bomb side, but they did spot the bomb, so I should have spotted the bombs. I should know it's not actually here. It's just Blitz trying to find what damage he can, and Tux has found the angle. So Yellow holding on to an AK-47. He's try and save it.
Yeah, T's going to be hard hunting for this wall because they know that Yellow most likely will be angling to retrieve the AWP, but that is sharp coming out from Sterling. I really love his rifle work as opposed to his AWP work for some reason. Every single time this youngster has a rifle in his hands, he's just made so much impact. He's going to pick up the AWP though. Let's see if he continues having the same impact as he did in the previous 2 rounds.
There's an answering AWP out for Blitz, so it isn't saved, but it does buy into one. That does limit Soju, though, to a UMP. He could have been given a rifle had the AWP or the AK been saved. But it's still a gun round that's been scrounged together here for Legacy. Chiefs looking pretty comfortable now. Tux missing a shot onto Yellow. Will give him the chance. Tux is going to go for it again. That's very aggressive without a teammate there, but he tried to play what advantage he could. Doesn't work out, though. Chiefs now have to fight back from a 4v5.
You could see how that could turn back around, though. With that good spawn from Tux, if he's able to land those shots on Yellow, they could explode onto the B bomb site, and Legacy would have to consider a lost cause almost immediately. But this is definitely the round for Legacy to take now. 2 low HP members. They've got control of the B bomb site, with Soju also taking this mid control. This is really a strong position for them to be in right now.
So it just all comes down to, can Legacy hit the shots when required? That's going to be the test for them, as Chiefs, with a minute left, slowed right down. They did take some position towards SL, but have fallen back. They've got flicks down around Ivy again, and they're going to go for this drop. Texter does quite like doing this with a teammate.
I love doing this in SL. It's only when you get punished by it, you're going to have to stop thinking, stop dropping and start dropping a few Molotovs instead. But with this, they're going to slowly start trying to take control. But Malta is going to get taken out close range by the UMP. Good stuff from Soju so far. It's going to get an upgrade for free.
But Flix walking in. Stat will not be expecting this position from him, and Flix makes it work. Opening up the A-bomb side just a bit. The rest of the CTs aren't anywhere near this. They're close, but they're not here yet. Soju's coming in on the flank with this AK-47. Texter, you've got to be aware of this. And he's looking for it, and he somehow manages to find that headshot. That opens it up. The bomb can now go down in an even situation. The Chiefs clawing this round back so far, but now they've got to stop the retake.
But Flix is watching the perfect position of Lonsdale. How has it boiled down to this situation again with the Chiefs? They were down. I thought the map positioning was all where they just line up for Flix. Get knocked down like bowling pins. Now Yellow, he gets one, but he just got a bail almost immediately. And just that single walkout from Ivy, that's up to Lonsdale to hold it. He didn't hold it, and as a result, Flix is able to get 3 more once again. What an iconic duo. Flix and getting 3 kills.
Flix and the 3K. Been very, very good with them so far as the bomb will go off. A round that Lacey had, you would have thought, but Flix turns it around coming out of Ivy, just opens up the bomb site for his team. And that's going to put Chiefs into the lead now. Legacy, again, saving. They can't force, well, they can, but they're not going to force behind the AK that Yellow's been holding on to for a few rounds now. And as for the Chiefs, their money's doing pretty well. 3 players around the $5,000 to $6,000 mark, so they'll be happy with that. And looking pretty good now on their T side.
Yeah, pretty established, but you want to be continuing these rounds forwards. Don't want to be dropping any easy anti-ecos, so to speak, and just making sure you're all being deployed on the right angles is a good start off. Blitz with the USP. We've seen Zuzi from this position do lots of work before, and already Blitz starting off pretty well until finally it gets shut down. And here we are, finally the AK-47's restoring some semblance of normality.
The AWP's lost?
The AWP has been lost. We will pay an ode for it later. It can just be rebought up.
That's true.
I just don't, like, when Sterling's been having a massive impact with the AK-47, I don't like how they're picking up the AWP for him. I can understand maybe in practice there's work in everything, but sometimes in practicality, if you've got Sterling just blasting heads with the entries of the rifle, keep him on the rifle.
You don't need to have an AWP necessarily, but now fast out are the Chiefs. Malta destroys the A-bomb side. Blitz will get a kill, and 2 there actually. Malta hasn't yet spotted him out, and surely we'll check this now, but Tux has obliterated Blitz, and Yellow goes through the smoke, finds 1, but he's left on just 5 HP. Does have a chance here with Tux being that low? Surely not. Tux is already coming around behind him, and Yellow's not going to look this way. Easy shot for Tux, but what an entry there from Malta. Blitz doing his best too with the AWP, but not much you can do when Malta cracks you open like that.
Yeah, especially with that spray transfer. That's beautiful stuff. Vintage Malta. And
A fine vintage Malta.
That's fine, because first one, yeah, that's pretty good. Second one was just, whoa, stat, not even given a chance to do anything on the A-bomb side. You have to feel rough if you're stat. You have to feel rough if you're legacy, because these rounds are starting to bleed away. You're going to start thinking about Mirage just a little bit, because it's essentially a very similar story. You may have had a good start or a couple of good moments, but they're getting stolen away from you. And Blitz, you can't be fueling on a ladder like that. It's very impossible to be hitting shots with the CZ.
With the Molotov below him, that's pretty much the end of it. Now, Chiefs, a strat we've seen from them a lot. Smokes for connector, mollies for everywhere else, flashbangs to get themselves out. It's one they like to run. It's one they've been running with a few different iterations of this lineup. It's a similar one that they ran so successfully at IEM on their T-side train back last year, and it's still working now, as it leaves just Stat and Soju in the 2 versus 5. Now a 1v5. Sterling narrowly missing the first shot. Will hit the second. 6 rounds for Chiefs. Now Legacy can get back on the bye, but what will they do differently to stop the Chiefs here?
Problem is Chiefs have been able to vary it up and had success in everything. They've gone fast, they've had success. They've gone slow, they've had success. They've had a disadvantage in the bye rounds, they've had success. And that's the problems where it's boiling in, where if, as Legacy, you've got the numbers advantage and Chiefs are still able to exploit the weaknesses almost perfectly, what do you do at this particular point in time? Once again, it goes down to sometimes just milliseconds, and Lonsdale, really risky smoke drop. It's going to allow Texter. Look how far Texter is up. That's how unscared they are. Texter's already near close to the bomb site. Blitz steps up with the AWP. Doesn't allow Texter any further up. And now this is a definite change up because Blitz with better. 3. That is much better coming out from Legacy, with Blitz getting a lot. And Sterling just the lone man left standing. Blitz not going to give him a single chance. And that's why you don't want to be walking one-on-one sometimes into Peter, because he is just going to take every single opportunity he can get. Admittingly from Chiefs, a little bit lackluster in comparison, coming out one by one, expecting their aim to do all the work. They're going to have to tighten it up a little bit. You can't just rely on aim all the time. You've got to be smoking off Blitz and making him a little bit uncomfortable.
Still though, credit where it's due. That was sharp from Blitz to manage to lock down all 4 players there. Now though, from Chiefs, they've got themselves a bye, and this time they're fast out. T-Con, Soju spraying away has found 1, forced onto the USP, but still with a chance. They're not getting this kill. They do eventually, but it's given Stat time to rotate over close and find a second. Split, flicks on the tray, can't find it. Stat now showing up. Chiefs, in the space of 1 round, the tide has turned for them. Tuck's going to hit an entry frag here, and Lonsdale might just be baited into the AWP, but that's a perfect flashbang coming through to make this into a 2 versus 2 now. Blitz and Yellow up against Sterling, and Tux and Yellow gets far too aggressive. He's caught out. Now it's Blitz again looking for some heroics on the bomb train with an AWP.
Blitz is going to turn away. They knew roughly where he is, and definitely hearing him out now. He's checking every single line, still gets a shot onto Sterling. Doesn't know where Tux is. Oh, he's going to fall off just at the right time. He won't be able to land the shots, though, as Tux goes huge. 4 kills for the captain with a new haircut, as Chiefs just instantly reset Legacy after they have success. And they are going to be forcing into this. Someone's dropped an AWP for Blitz. That's going to be Yellow, who's going to be copying the brunt of the economic damage. Stat's going to go for a Deagle, maybe an SMG, maybe some utility. Oh, he's actually just gone for an armor and Deagle. Okay.
At this point, is their strategy just, let's just have one guy saving all the time and always give Blitz an AWP because he can always do this? Fair enough, that's the strat, but one player alone fragging won't always be enough for you here, Legacy. Stat cops a grenade for exactly 50 HP, no more, no less. And Malta's looking to quest into the B bomb site along with Texter. And that's Yellow opened up for him as well. Pardon me, Stat goes down, Soju goes 1 for 1. Blitz needs to have another dig round with the AWP here. It's the only option, but he's standing on a double molly, has to move quick. As the bomb goes down now, Tux needs to relax and not get over aggressive here. Blitz, they know how much damage he can do. Lonsdale's still here, full HP with an M4 as well. But Lonsdale goes down, and now Blitz really needs to step up again for his team. He's been the only one fragging, but he needs to do more of it.
He's just going to save this orb. There's no way in at the moment. No kit, no utility. Tees can play around this perfectly. And Tux, this man has just been stepping up. It just feels like he's on red HP, but he's playing red hot with that red HP instead. 7 HP doesn't matter. I'll go get 3 kills in this round. Like, that's just ridiculous. When you're having Tux stepping it up when he's just a single bullet away from dying, he's just getting all the impact kills that you need for Chiefs. What do you do as Legacy? You have to just hope you can save this all for Blitz to do more damage. But eventually, Chiefs are just going to go, all right, Blitz is doing tons of damage. We'll just throw a smoke execute instead. We'll just go into B bomb site instead and just walk in because we know you don't have great money.
That first shot was really quick from Blitz. And he does have the orb again here, but someone else has got to step up. Chiefs have now pushed their way up to 8 rounds. Still going for this AWP on Sterling, but he's going to go towards Ivy this time, and Blitz not waiting this time. It's Lonsdale close, and Sterling perfect with the peek. Calls out where he'll be playing from and annihilates him. Stack going to throw a smoke, and Sterling nearly hits the shot. Nearly gets the timing, but it's not quite on. And Tux, I don't know how he's winning that. Blitz, again, is still trying his best to frag, but will it be enough? It's one player, only one player who's doing their best for Legacy.
I love how Blitz is playing around the smoke, though. He knows that Tux is there, most likely, but he's just going to keep Ivy pressure contained for now. But you can only keep pressure contained for so long, because you don't know how many members are there. Chiefs could have wrapped all the way through old bomb train, could have boosted up, could actually be even in B bomb site at the moment, and that is where the bomb actually is.
So unfortunately for Blitz here, he's going to get caught out by Tux on the late push through Ivy as the smoke fades. Yellow 1v4, bomb not anywhere near him. Flick's going to go down. Tux might get caught out as well, but still, they know where he is now. The bomb will be planted safely. Tux, will he get away from this grenade? Yes, he will. So the bomb goes down. Yellow has to save here. And again, it's Blitz doing all the work. I've talked to Sniper Legacy's coach about this, about the IGLing in this team. Because obviously
the real Ian Sniper.
The real Ian Sniper, yeah, the real one. Obviously, Lonsdale's historically been an IGL in all the teams that he's played in pretty much, but Blitz was the IGL for Sin, Funky Monkeys, that core. So I was asking Sniper who he has calling and why, and he said that he'd rather have Blitz not calling and dropping a 1.2 rating every map, which is what Blitz is doing here. Being very effective with the AWP. Yellow's trying to save it now for him. Just their whole strat at this point is give Blitz an AWP and let him frag.
And it's definitely been a successful one so far, but Yellow, he misses one shot. Time is not in his side, and that's going to be another eco for Legacy. As these rounds are now slowly starting to look very reminiscent like Mirage, where Chiefs can do no wrong. And Legacy just not, overall as a team, just not stepping it up, unfortunately. And that is the difference at the end of the day. If you're having players that are not stepping up in a high-pressure situation, and admittingly it's not a LAN, it's not a massive final, but this is your last chance to qualify for the APAC final. Still a pressure situation, nevertheless. If you're not hitting your shots right now, then it's going to be just more difficult from here. Blitz, he's trying to find more kills. He's found 2. An AK-47, could have found more maybe, but Yellow's just going to be the last man left standing in the fire and the flames. And Chiefs now double digits on the T side of Train.
I think the CT's just dived into the Molotov there.
You got to risk and play sometimes.
Yeah, and also without a Mac 10, they're denying the money from that. But man, the thing is, after you get 16-2 like that first map, of course your reaction is, let's just get this map out of our minds, boys. Let's move on to map 2. Forget about it. But when you go down 10-3 on the next map, there's that little part of your mind which is like, remember map 1 when we got destroyed? It's kind of happening again, boys. And that mental side will definitely become a factor here. Blitz again is hitting shots with the AWP. Soju gets another one there, but the trades are instantaneous for Chiefs. Straight back into a 3v3. Malta, no fear, taps the bomb. Trying to bait someone through one of these smokes for Legacy, but Chiefs in no hurry here. 30 seconds gone, they've already found 2 kills and got the bomb down. There's now a 3v3 Malta, the first point of contact on the bomb site.
He's still working really close and actually walks in that flashbang. It doesn't matter. The spray transfer looks good, but none of the bullets actually land. So now it's reset down to a 1-on-2. Texter lurking his way around Sandwich. He can find the correct angles. They don't know where he is. He's hearing all this information right now. He finds one up to Lonsdale to get the headshot. He does manage to get it with the A4. No kit, but they should have enough time.
Yeah, they do.
Just enough. And Legacy do manage to struggle their way to a 4th round. should be able to retrieve the AWP as well.
But it's still just... Blitz has 15 kills. He's almost out fragging Tux, who's top fragger on Chiefs. Like, it's just, they've got him the AWP again, which is good. It's what you do. Give this guy an AWP, especially when he's fragging the way he is. But that was a rare round where his teammates managed to frag alongside him. Or so it looks. Legacy, they can get this one to 10-5. They can do all right, get onto their T side, have some good rounds, and they're still in this game. But again, it's just Chiefs looking very strong.
They're coming fast out SL. So just managed to find one so far. Flicks, what is that? You can't just hold down your mouse one button. He eventually goes down to a well-placed Molotov coming out from Flicks. So maybe Chiefs, a little bit of frustration starting to set into the camp, where they're going, we should be much more further ahead. Let's just go fast out of SL. Surely that should catch him off by surprise. And Malta, he finds one, spots another one. Blitz has only found one so far, I think. No, has actually found none.
And Malta's trying to play the unexpected angle around here. They've brought it down into just Lonsdale versus 2. He's in the middle of the bomb train, but they're on both sides of him and should get this. So Chiefs are going to grab it 11-4 half. Not as dominant as Mirage, but dominant nonetheless.
Especially on the T side, they didn't win pistol as well, so... Dire Straits for Legacy. What's a synonym for Dire Straits? Give me a new one, Tim. I've been using it too much recently.
I don't know, but instead what you can do is just drop Dire Straits lyrics, just keep it going. Do you know any songs by Dire Straits? They're a band from like 80s and 90s.
All the time that I spent in the 90s was either playing StarCraft or Nintendo 64.
Mate, I was busy being born and I still know who Dire Straits are. Come on.
Yeah, but you're a musician by trade. I'm not a musician by trade. I'm more of a... I don't even know what I am by trade these days, which is a little bit confusing.
I mean, I used to work Dire Straits jokes in on broadcast, but they require a specific situation to work because I don't know enough of their songs to have enough, like a big sample size, and B, just none of my co-commentators have ever got them. No one knows who Dire Straits are.
To be fair, if even Ian doesn't know, then they're probably too small of a band. Ian should know every single influential...
No, Ian only knows movies. He likes to drop movie quotes on me.
He also likes dropping music quotes, but we're talking about musical chairs here. Legacy have to make sure that they grab their seat, which is the pistol, otherwise they're going to be pushed out of the game.
The setup is good on the B side. It's a very, very quick rotating setup that Chiefs have here. They're very ready to fight either bomb side. 2 players inside connector, 2 anchors, or 2 players on B, 1 on A, but they can get 3 players to either bomb site very quickly with this connector heavy setup. Still, it's not a hard jump, mate. You don't have to strafe. But Tux is going to find the first one and the second. Texter and Tux combined. The classic TT combo shut him down. Chiefs win the pistol, only dropping the 1 player. Oh boy, Legacy.
Still win the forced pistol if they decide to go for it. Didn't manage to get the bomb plant down. Though for Chiefs, this is just going to be, for them, hopefully 2 more rounds. That's what they're going to be thinking. 2 more rounds, 14-4. Then we're going to shut Legacy out of here and make it a pretty quick 2-0 for the night and focus on what's upcoming. Legacy need to be focusing on the here and now.
There was a lot of grenades thrown towards T-Con there to get not much for Chiefs, but they've still got the guns. They've got 2 players on B, so they're not going for the solo play, but there's Lonsdale with a 1-dig. Again, being good with these pistols. Flicks itching to peek this, but Stat desperate for him to do so, waiting with the Desert Eagle. So things slow down a bit now.
This is actually very favorable for Legacy, unless Chiefs are able to make a good informational play and find one of the members out of position. It's going to force Tux to go around and around and around in a circle until he's going to get dizzy because he doesn't know whether he needs to go to A, he needs to go to B. Flicks is going to come up into the ladder position. He's going to find 2. Actually, he's going to be immediately traded out. Now Tux has to find more than just 1 because there's 2 more pressuring him. Sterling's already low. Stat's got the A4. And Stat loses the A4 immediately. Gives it over to Blitz. This is definitely a winnable situation. Come on, Blitz. You know you've got to switch over to the A4 right now. You can do so much more damage. And, well, he's going to peek in with the Desert Eagle. Doesn't need the rifle at all. And that's the round that Legacy needed to pick up. Found a picking on the back of Lonsdale. Slowly exploited the rest of the map. And rewarded with a round victory, where they can slowly start bringing it back on their own T side. Chiefs will force into this, though.
They will. They've They don't have to, but they'll certainly be confident doing so, given how many rounds they are up, given how well Mirage went for them. Makes sense to try and keep the pressure applied here. Yellow charges out mid, cops a deagle shot from Texter, who now goes over to fight SL. But they're all going to go into B. Flix needs to go huge here, but despite doing a large amount of damage, he can't close out any of these kills. Lots of damage been done by the Chiefs, but they haven't found anything yet. That's a good Molotov to keep them contained as well.
Yep, and as Soju is able to push through to the stop signs by himself, it means that there's no pressure from CT spawn as well. The Deagle's just going to be looking to save and pick off any overextending Legacy members. But this is exactly what Legacy needed to come back into this half, and Chiefs, they just need to make sure they don't get too overconfident. Got to slow things down, make sure their economy is in good gears after this round, and then focus on upcoming rounds with the bye rounds.
So Chiefs should be able to hold on to these Deagles here, which will give them a second chance at converting the next 4 spy round if they keep 3 of these. And certainly try and do the damage. Yellow might just jump into Texter here, but he does fall back. So all of the pistols will be kept alive for the CTs, which gives them a second chance at that round, basically. And they'll still be able to go for the full gun round next round. So Legacy, they do well. The round after next, either way. Legacy, they do well to claim that one back, to claim these rounds back. They've got the rifles and the MAC-10 out still, because they all go straight up into the halls together. Might just be a quick B play here.
Onstell's taken a lot of damage already, and it is going to be a quick B-site play, and Tux is going to call, help guys, I need some assistance immediately. Pronto, this Desert Eagle's found one, can maybe find the second, he's able to land the spray. It's Eagle spray, I don't think that. As Flix, not living up to his namesake this time, not landing the flick.
Got close, but now on just 4 HP, nothing really to do. 1 versus 4 as well, so the bomb will go off. Legacy will win this round. Flix at this point, probably not too bothered if he saves the Deagle or not. Of course, it would be nice to have, but he'd much rather try and get a rifle with it. Rather than hide in the corner, as it is, he'll lock himself into the bottom of ladder. See if anyone comes to peek him. It would actually be a big mistake for Stat to drop down here, but he doesn't do it, just spots it. Flix has looked away, and Stat does hit the timing. So that could have been an AK lost, but the timing does not work out for Flix, as Legacy take their 7th. Texter, though, straight in on the buy. All of his team will be buying here. Try and stop this Legacy momentum. Try and stop this few round chain they have going now.
Yeah, not too many grenades on the side of Chiefs as well. You'd ideally, as a CT side, you'd like a few incendiary grenades. So this is a great opportunity now for Legacy to bring it back into maybe a 9-12 scoreline and slowly start closing out and struggle for the rounds from there on in. The Chiefs don't want to be giving them that opportunity, so they're going to have to utilize their resources wisely. And once again, Legacy's game plan seems to be the B bomb site, which is where they've been having success traditionally. Might be able to have success again, because Flix doesn't have any incendiary grenades to hold this push off, doesn't have the flashbangs. They're coming in fast, and he's walking maybe straight into an AK-47 as soon as these smokes are deployed.
Oh, that flashbang is so good!
He's going to only get one before Yellow decides to come up from uppers, and Stat just walks out and just headshots Tux immediately. This is great from Legacy.
Much, much better from there. Malta's going to walk straight into the AWP line from Blitz. Good hold from him. Texter won't even know there's a player up behind him. Still alive for now as Stat hasn't committed to this, and Sterling actually going to clean up that one. Texter in with a shot, but the Molotov is there.
They've got to go a lot faster. They don't have a kit right now, so Texters needs to clear out Soju, drop the smoke, and immediately stick on it. There's the Molotov being thrown. Someone's going to have to stick on it at the moment. Yellow's just gone in. 2 people have gone in at the moment. Someone's got to get on it, and eventually Blitz with a Deagle has to land it. Oh, what a shot to Sterling, and then another one onto Texter. That's good work from Blitz. I don't think the CT's had enough time as well, especially without a kit. Much closer compared to what Legacy wanted.
That's it, though. They will win the round and continue to push through, or push on with this comeback. So 4 rounds behind now, Legacy. Should make it 3 here with the AKs and the AWP. There's a bit of a pistol buy out from the Chiefs, but the pistol buys haven't been working for them. So unless they can suddenly turn around and convert this one, it should be Legacy continuing on with making this game much closer.
We might be actually being able to see a map number 3 as Blitz doesn't want to be dropping it. Oh my goodness. Okay, 3 picks immediately for the side of the Chiefs, just across Ivy and T connector. And Malta's also found another one. As soon as I speak, I spoke too soon. It's up to Yellow. He's been quiet so far tonight. This is his time to finally step up and shine. He's got to find 2 more members of the Chiefs lineup.
Oh boy. Yellow now chucking a smoke to get himself the bomb back, but look at where the T's are. Sterling's walking in through Con. Flick still has the position on him, but no, Sterling goes too fast. Now Yellow on the brink of bringing this round back, but Flicks has been very, very good so far, and I don't think, no, Yellow did spot him, and he's looking for it. He will find the kill. So Yellow comes through with a big clutch. Chiefs, they'll be a little annoyed they lost that round. They did come into it with not much, but after the work they did, to lose it like that, it's a bit unfortunate for them. However, Legacy will keep on pushing.
Those are the rounds where, as Chiefs, you may start regretting in the future, whereas you could have seen it maybe being 13-8, the economy being heavily damaged on the side of Legacy as well, because they did lose a lot of members, remember that. You could have started deflating their economy a little bit, but now as it is, Chiefs, double up comes out, full buy as well, but how are they going to defend this B-bomb site? Because that's been the weakness so far. It's going to be Tux on the AWP early on with the AWP. Already Malta making a play. Lonsdale caught, just napping a little bit.
That's a good start for the CTs. They haven't had many rounds where they've been a kill up, not even 2 on the gun rounds at least. They were last round, but with the pistols they did get taken, but Flick's going to avoid this flashbang. No, he won't. Almost finds a kill, but Tux has taken out Blitz. That's a big, dangerous fragger gone. And now the T's, what can they do here? Stat.
They can't do anything. They don't have the bomb.
Push, but yeah, I was about to mention that. The bomb is so far gone. I don't think the CTs know about that yet, but the T's sure do. They've got to go a long way back for that. And Malta is ready for Soju here. Can't win the kill, but we'll get the info at least. Now in a 3 versus 1. Double op picked up. Sterling going to grab blitzes. So they'll be able to lock down these lines long range. Soju needs to do what Yellow just did, and this time against guns and armor, not just the pistols or the rifles with no armor support. Sterling going to spot him out. The player takes the shot though, and with 30 seconds left, Soju needs to have something special here for us, and still doesn't take the opportunity onto Sterling. Will now do it, but Tux is there with the trade. The Chiefs finally stop Legacy and get their 13th.
They're in dangerous territory though. Once again, it's Legacy is splitting up. They lost 2 extremity picks, and if they didn't lose those extremity picks, imagine if you had 2 more players flooding onto the B bomb site alongside with the C4. It may have been a very different story. Legacy, this is probably the last round to make a huge dent in this game. If they fail to succeed right now, I say that this is all over and done for. And once again, they're angling back to the B bomb site. This is the correct call. It's been the weak one so far. It's Chiefs now to hold on to this.
They look in a pretty good position to do so here. Tux looking down the lower ramp. The last few rounds has been a smoke here for Legacy, and there should be again to lock off this angle. But again, Chiefs are playing mobile. 2 players around connector. They can rotate as quickly as they like. They do spot this player here, and this time it's just a flash. No smoke as Tux gets an opportunity. There's the smoke late, but Flick's going to throw a Molotov onto the site to hold them down. Has to be worried about the upper ramp, and instead it's Stat who locks him down.
Stat absolutely fearless. He's already so close to CT connector, but Malta with the spray nullifies a really dangerous threat because Stat could have done so much work. Yellow, really good stuff. Now he has to reel his position. He's going to come closer to the oil tanker. Blitz is still alive, though, with the AWP. You can never count him out of a clutch situation. Similarly, Tux has been tagged down very, very low. And Legacy, they're just buying time right now. Eventually, the CTs have to make a move. And Soju dies to his own grenade, but it doesn't matter because Yellow's found 2. And this is going to be the reset on the Chiefs. They're going to be reset. And Legacy are going to be able to hit double digits. Yellow with 4 kills now. Like I was saying, he was quiet like a mouse, but now he's starting to rear his head up. And just at the time that Legacy needed him as well.
Big 4K for Yellow there. So the Chiefs, they win a round, but they cop a big reset off of it. Now, last round with these pistols, they managed to bring it down into a 1v1, but they did have more pistols than they do here. They had Deagles as well as the CZs, so we'll see what they can get done. It's going to be a fast push up into the brown halls for them. The CZ's going very, very quick, and they will hear all of these players, but so too the T's have heard them. Dropped a Molotov. They go for the jump, but they miss it. Instead of Boost coming out now as the CTs try desperately to hold off as this flank comes in through SL. There's one for Malta on the flank. He can grab a gun. But the CTs haven't done much more than that. The bomb's gone down. The SL flank is blocked off. And Malta has lost the AK to Blitz, close range with the AWP.
Yep, this is now Legacy's game to lose in my mind. Chiefs have been unable to hold on to this B-bomb site. Flix has not been as impressive as he has during the entire series, and as a result, it's kind of showing right now. Legacy have been able to walk time and time in again on the B-bomb site, on buy rounds, on full grenade set rounds. B just seems to be the weakness for the Chiefs, and they need to start shoring up these weaknesses. Otherwise, it is going to bleed into Cobblestone. It's going to bleed into map number 3, where Chiefs were up, what, 12-3 at the half and 11-4 at the half.
11-4 at the half, yeah.
Meaningly, they did win the pistol as well, and they dropped the anti-eco afterwards. And these slow rounds, you were saying they were up in a 1-on-1 on a pistol, they were up in a 3-on-1 on the pistol, and Yellow still clutched that out. Maybe that's some of the Legacy magic starting to show through. But Chiefs, they are still going to be force buying behind this. It makes you really scared now. They are stacking 3 over on the B-bomb site. And Legacy, they can just come over and hit the A-bomb site instead. That's what they're going to be doing. Fast down SL. Howard, Texter, as well as, not sure who else it is, holding on the A-bomb site. Texter's lost a lot of HP on the bomb site. That's going to be Malta wrapping around. Quick
flank through Ivy from Malta. Bomb going down, and Texter spams through, drops it. This is problems now for Legacy. They've lost the bomb. There's already this flank coming through. That Molotov is great to force Texter out, and Soju cleans that up. There's another player inside Connector who hasn't yet pushed. And Malta now coming through. Yellow not going to be ready for this, or rather Blitz not going to be ready for it. Yellow is, but he still can't find it. Malta does the work, and the Chiefs take 14. A very important round for them. That was, if they'd lost that, that was Legacy getting 13-13, no doubt.
That's up to the Texter, really the clutch play. Getting 1 kill out of SL, standard, but denying the bomb plant. Lonsdale playing a little bit too greedy, and he's going to be punished for it. He didn't know that Ivy was clear. If he did, would have been a different story. But this is where Legacy have to dig deep, because once again, we're on the final reserves of cash. Chiefs, they're stacking through in the B bomb site as an adaptation. They're going to look to go aggressive early on to contain any aggression before they decide to retake a bomb site. It's all, look at how far up the Chiefs are all posted right now.
Stat, he's going to find out that Sterling has an AWP here. In fact, just throws a Molotov to force him back, but there's still these players at the ramp waiting for him. Sterling, just chill, mate. No need to get that aggressive, but in the meantime, the T's have stacked up over at Ivy, where no one is waiting for the CTs. They do have the players on the bomb site that can turn around, but they were really counting on the upper brown halls play, and it's not come just yet.
Where is Malta? He's in T-Connector at the moment, isn't he? So Tux is going to go down to this AWP really easily. He's playing such a risky line. Okay, Malta's gone down. Tux still holding the angle, though. Oh, he's going to be flashed off it. Good stuff coming out from Lonsdale, making sure that every single line is clear. 3 people out of Ivy at the moment. You don't want to be isolating it into duels. Lonsdale fast down. Old Hell. Yellow coming out the smoke. You can't allow that to happen. Soju now stepping up as well, but Sterling's going to make sure he can't do more damage.
And Lonsdale here might just lose this one to Tux. Tux has the perfect timing. Blitz coming out now, 1 versus 2. Trying to clutch again. AWP in hand has been his gun of preference. Knows where Sterling's playing from as well, but what he doesn't know is that Flix is the rolled bomb, and he's going to take it for the Chiefs. 15-11 now.
Oh dear, there's no money on the side of Legacy as well. This is going to have to be something quick. And I think, well done from Legacy, though. These last couple of rounds, people may be asking, why aren't they going back to B? Because that's a set play. But you've had to notice that Chiefs were reassuring or putting so many defenses on the B bomb site instead. Legacy, the only fault that you could probably claim is that they didn't get enough rounds on their CT side and that they didn't go fast enough in these executes onto the A bomb site. Maybe we'll be seeing something fast. This is where it may all boil down once again. Malta instantly out of the field, but Texter's on top of Blue Train. He's found 1. He's found 2. Tux has also found another one. This may be it.
It's now Yellow and Blitz in a 2 versus 4. The bomb is down in a terrible position for them on the other side of E-Box. Yellow's coming through here. Texter not looking for him. Gives away that his position is there, but also Yellow fires a bullet, so he should now be known. And Blitz is going to have to do so much on this Ivy flank. He's going to have to do all of it on this Ivy flank as Yellow goes down. Legacy, 1 player left, 4 to find. Texter goes straight in and closes it out with a headshot. 16-11, 2-0 for Chiefs. They're going to be playing Tainted Minds tomorrow for that final spot at LAN.
Yeah, well deserved for Chiefs. Definitely the stronger team in the series. Legacy, however, a great comeback on that T side of Train. They're looking solid. They're able to find the weak spots. Some of their players then having some brilliant moments, but unfortunately just the round discrepancy too much at the end of the day.
And Blitz as well. He had a cracking first half despite the scoreline, but he cooled off a little bit in that second half. It was really Yellow and Soju who started to show up and do the work. Lonsdale had a couple nice frags as well, but it still wasn't enough. Despite running away with a bit of a streak, Chiefs eventually come back to their senses and bring it back to what was almost a mirror series to the Tainted Mind series. 16-3, 16-11 for that one, 16-2, 16-11 here. Second map being closer for both, but still not enough for the underdog team to come through.
Yeah, underdogs definitely playing their best Counter-Strike in the fourth half of both series. But once again, you can't just be playing good Counter-Strike in a single half. You've got to be showing yourself to be consistent throughout the entire game. And that is ultimately why they've been knocked down and knocked out of the competition, that 5th, 6th position. And now Chiefs as well as Tainted Minds. This is going to be an amazing matchup tomorrow night.
Oh, it's going to be a cracker. It's traditionally been a fun one. Recently, or going back a few months, Chiefs haven't been as strong, so Tainted Minds would definitely be the favour. But with the form that Chiefs are in now, I think they can certainly challenge Tainted here. And I think Tainted still have the edge, but it's also too close to call. That's definitely, surely a 3-mapper.
We'll have to see, actually, because it is a close series, like you said. Let's take a quick look at the bracket. What has happened to get us here so far? Order and Greyhound qualifying through the upper bracket semi-finals. Down here earlier on tonight, Tainted Minds did take the 2-0 against Corvidae. Like Tim said, 6-3, 6-11, 16-3, 16-11 should I say. And then Chiefs taking 2-0 over Legacy, 16-2, 16-11 as well. Now they'll be facing off against each other. You are correct. I do believe Tainted Minds are favoured, but if Chiefs are able to show up in every single half, we may see a very tightly contested affair where it may go to a 3-mapper, maybe even some overtimes, who knows. It really depends on which side or which teams or which side of both teams show up.
Now, both teams played Train tonight, and both teams had really good first halves. 12-3 was the half for TM, 11-4 for Chiefs. So they can both go and watch these games from tonight. They know that they've got common maps. They can go and watch and see what each team did to get those dominating scores. So you'd expect the research to be done. The video, I think, going to be quite interesting between these two teams for tomorrow. But no matter what maps we end on, I'm sure it's going to be really, really good Counter-Strike, as both these teams have been delivering on that lately.
Yeah, absolutely. Tainted Minds, this is definitely their opportunity at the moment as the favoured team, but Chiefs also their opportunity to show their road to redemption effectively. A good start before maybe their qualification pathway to IM Sydney. I don't know how that's going to go, obviously. That's going to be a few more matches inside the Oceanic scene to determine who are going to be our representatives for IM Sydney as well.
Yeah, and that's going to be really cool as well, because we have 3 Oceanic teams going through. So there's a lot to play for these guys, because of course, as we discussed earlier, normally we'd say top 3 Order, Tainted, Greyhound. They're the 3 that are going to go through, but this is Chiefs now. Their chance to say, yeah, we're at last IM. We're going to do it again. It's time for us to get back into that top 3. And while I don't think they've done it yet, they've certainly put themselves in the position to be able to do so.
Absolutely. They've got the opportunity to prove that they deserve to be in talking with the top 3. And this match up against Tainted Minds tomorrow, admittingly, they did go down, I think, against Order in the first match up. So they went down quite comprehensively as well. Order made them look pretty easily. This is their chance now for the Chiefs to show that they have learnt a lot in this last week, that they did do some work over at the CGPL LAN as well, and they can come in and show Tainted Minds a few things.
Yeah, that's of course what they're going to be aiming for. But there's actually a lot of games, I think, coming up for the top tier of our scene, for these top 4 teams that will really show, with both, of course, Chiefs versus Tainted for this EPL spot tomorrow, and then of course the IEM qualifiers, as you mentioned, yet to be played out. We've got a 5-day straight run of those qualifiers coming up. I think that's going to be really telling as to where everyone sits currently, because while of course, as I've just said, we would say Order, Greyhound, Tainted are in the top, Chiefs, I think they're the 4th team in the region at the moment. It's their chance to show how high they can rise into that top 3 if they can even crack it.
Yeah, and similarly, whichever team that does qualify for tomorrow night, they're into the APAC finals, which it's not just showing that you're the best inside Oceania in terms of the ANZ region, it's showing that you're the best in the APAC region, and just going, you know what, coming forward into the future, we're the best inside the APAC region, we're going to push into the upper echelons of worldwide Counter-Strike and show exactly how good we are over here. So, I mean, a lot of good signs coming out from every single region. We're a little bit biased because obviously we're the boys from Oceania, but what can you do? I love watching some of the SEA Counter-Strike as well. I love watching the Chinese Counter-Strike as well. A lot of strong teams overall, and it's going to be an absolute cracker.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting to watch given how different the meta is. Because when you look at Europe or North America, it's a really massive geographic region, but those guys all play each other all the time. But we're localized to watching Southeast Asian teams play Southeast Asian teams, Chinese play teams, or Chinese region teams, I guess, play Chinese region teams, ANZ play ANZ. So we don't get to see these teams playing against each other very often. And as a result, I find that when watching them, the meta tends to be quite different. The way the teams play tends to be quite different and quite distinct from watching ANZ versus Asian teams. So it'll be interesting to see how that all stacks up against each other. Of course, coming into the LAN, all these teams will be doing their research into their opponents. There's plenty of demos available as they're all the top teams in their regions. So it'll be interesting to see how it's all going to adapt and how it all plays out on LAN.
Yeah, absolutely. But we found 7 of our teams so far for the APAC finals. We haven't found our 8th just yet. It is the end of tonight. Tune in tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit later in terms of this compared to the start for today, but it will be Tainted Minds up against the Chiefs Esports Club for that final spot. Who will take it? Who will win? We'll have to find out. Until then, take care and have a good one.
ASL, just look the bomb down.
Yeah, Offman is just going to spray these guys. Rotated this orb into uppers. He spotted out a few members. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 2. And
Control of this mid situation. Iron gets 1, but in. Swings out, finds the headshots, goes for the spray transfer and taps out Cruden. Great composure.
Flicks. But just the form that he's been in, you kind of expected him to be able to do so. Yellow's going to lose the duel very early on. Malta just making sure the connected position is clear, but he's found the low. Remember, he's found all 3 just like that. He's dropped the bomb carrier as well as the chance for that landed that on task. I was expecting him to hit more. Flicks has been having such a good time on the A bomb site, and that's going to continue. Goes huge again. Like, I don't see Flicks going huge for all these rounds in a row. Look away just at the wrong time, and somehow Flicks gets 3 again. I don't
take. Straight up fast through connected, but Texter's letting him run by him, and he's going to find 2, looking for more sprays through the smoke. It's a 3-game monster.
How is it more down to this situation again with the Chiefs? They were down. I thought the map positioning was all where they just line up a Flicks, get knocked down like bowling pin.
You don't need to have an AWP necessarily, but now fast out are the Chiefs. Malta destroys the A-bomb site.
Steps up with the AWP, doesn't allow Texter any further up, and now this is a definite change up because Blitz with 3 getting a lot. Sterling just the lone man left standing. Blitz not going to give him his team.
Point is their strategy just, let's just have one guy saving all the time and always give Blitz an AWP.
Oh, you've got to switch over to the A4 right now. You can do so much more damage. And, well, he's going to peek in with the Desert Eagle. Gone in at the moment. Someone's got to get on it, and eventually Blitz with the Deagle has to land it. Oh, what a shot to Sterling.